Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Shogun, Season 1, Episode 8. I don't know if you guys can tell by my voice or whatnot, or you might hear it as the show goes on. I am recovering from being sick. I had a slight sore throat that led into just congestion. I got lucky. The people I knew that I was near that probably gave it to me were, like, bedridden and stuff like that, so luckily I was never really that bad. I slept a little extra just to try to fight it off and all that, but here we are. I am going to try to record. I will try my best not to do any sniffling. I'm pretty clear right now, but I did some recording yesterday as well. I found as the episode goes on and as I talk more and everything, I tend to breathe through my mouth while I'm talking, and because of that, like, my nose ends up getting a little bit more stuffy. So, or just the act of talking. I don't really know what it is. I'm not no medical man. But either way, regardless of all that, I'll try my best not to sniffle in the mic too much on you guys. Hopefully everything's good. But last episode, we had Psyche, who is Toranaga's half-brother, meet up with him. They had their dinner and promptly was betrayed by Psyche. He is the new regent picked by, Oshiba. Is that right? That doesn't sound right. But either way, we're gonna move on for now, rather than my mistakes dwelling on them. We kind of had like a memory from Toranaga in the past where they claimed he lobbed off the warlord's head in one strike when he was only 12 years old or something like that, and it really took him a bunch of times, and it really sat with him. I don't fully know what aspect of that story truly bothered him as much as it did, but it did bother him. So, we had the courtesan leader lady that runs the brothel or whatever you may call it, kind of seeding the idea that maybe he had all this planned, but no one knows it. And I don't know if that's true. By the end of the episode, we never found out if that's true. He's still just going along with it, you know, if he is. But by the very end of the episode, we had his son try and take out Psyche and slipped and bashed his head open. So I wonder what's about to happen now. Like, what's Toranaga gonna think of that? I just need to see reactions of people, I suppose. So let's start this episode and find out here. And we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Language and violence. Seems about right. Previously. Oh. No software update. Go away. I wonder if his crew's gonna come back in the picture at all. Ishido is his name. Yeah, that was my bad for messing that up. And crunchy head pops, you know. Rest in peace. Is this a funeral pyre kind of thing? Do we just jump past him finding out and all that? Toranaga doesn't look very healthy. Uh-oh. Oh, he's the one that's obsessed with death. That's right. I was like, geez, cold. Like, I know he doesn't necessarily care about Toranaga and all that, but... Whoa. So, his son's death bought them 49 days, I guess? But can I have a moment of your time to talk about my men and my boat? Okay, good. I was worried. Oh. Hmm. Oh, yep, that's why we saw them in the beginning. She wants to die anyway, right? Or at least, that's what she says. And so she truly feels... I don't know. Opening time. Man, I have that, like, tickle in the back of your throat when you're sick sometimes. I hate that. It's like sore, but not when I swallow. It's different. It's really weird. It's a struggle because it makes me want to like try to like clear my throat a bunch and everything and sniffle, but try my best not to. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something during this point, but now I can't remember. I was like, I'll wait and talk at the opening for that. We only have 2 more episodes after this one. That's really sad. Alright. Message! 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 The Abyss of Life. Ooh. Hmm. Hmm. She's just using him, though, isn't she? That's why she keeps putting off any kind of, like, public announcements. She's like, damn it, now I gotta kill him too. No, I don't know. I don't know what she's thinking. Jeez. He seemed kind of close to him. Hmm. No. So he's gonna blame it on Toranaga? Some good words. It was true, he did, sure, some of the things he did weren't the smartest. He was still young, he still had a lot to learn, but. Hmm. Yeah, I'm right here, I can hear you. Hmm. That's not good. He's like, well, we're truly fucked. I wonder if Toranaga really is sick. Was it a show? So he could make a move. I'm always thinking he's making a move. But I could just be wrong. Oh. I was right about a pyre, but it was not what we saw being built. It is a form of a pyre, though. Oh, he's watching it from afar. Hmm. I do wonder what Ochiba is, like, playing at. Does she truly just want Toranaga dead, or is there more to it? Alright. Got itchy nose hairs. I keep rubbing my nose. He's learning. Hmm. Stirring up trouble. Hmm. Damn. Yeah, I mean, that could be. It depends. It depends on if they understand that he's doing what he needs to. Toranaga, you better recover. Hmm. I kind of forgot about that deal. It's things you already knew. Oh, damn. Hmm. With the way she feels about him, I don't know if that could happen. Hmm. Sorry for squeaky chair. Readjusting. Okay, we're good. Hmm. What is she afraid of? Ooh. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that there is more to Toranaga right now. Huh. Mariko crying. Oh, okay. Ooh, could that be part of it though? A little eyebrow from... I never remember his name, I apologize. Hmm. Interesting. Alright. Yep. I wasn't sure until that. Man, Toranaga's doing a good ass job. Cause like he even started to have me convinced that there was like he's just giving up, you know? Like he was already planning on it and then he lost his son and Is this the tea he's making for her? Trying to think of like the significance of the scene, I suppose. Other than her husband actually being a seemingly a decent guy for once. I wonder what that all means. I'm sure there was some kind of significance, right? Because she said, like, your performance, right? So I feel like there was a meaning to what they did there. Hmm. Damn. It was probably fake, right, for her? Oh, shit. Is she not gonna want it now after all this? Well, the moment she's wanted. Hmm. Jeez. I guess maybe it's still possible she still wants to die, but because that was her saying she doesn't want to die with him, right? But I don't know, it's possible she cried as well when Toranaga was saying, like, admitting defeat, right? Because that would also mean that was another situation where she'd die and she cried like that too. So I wonder if she's realizing that she wants to live. Oh, so are they being treated well? They're all cheering and everything, it sounds like. Or they're singing. Hmm. He doesn't go to them, huh? Oh, recognized immediately. Hmm. They kind of given up. What? They like it here, or they just don't want to go? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, shit. Well, the rest of the men gonna see that. Oh shit. Oh shit, he's just going in. Hmm. He's goddamn filthy. Wow, what a line. He's goddamn filthy. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. Yabushige even picked up on it. Damn. Damn. Yeah. Oh, what an interesting development for John. Damn. I even feel like his nephew isn't wavering, but he's reaching him. I don't know. And he just experienced a lack of loyalty with his men, too. Oh, man. It's so great. Hmm. The land for what she's wanted to build. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was kind of a look from his nephew of wanting to go with what John said, right? We have another group looking at their plot. Oh no, their church is gonna be right next to the brothel. Nice. The whores versus the church. Bring it on. They'd get mad at me if they heard me call them whores. The courtesans. Uh-oh. No, no. Damn. Is that her mother? Uh-oh. I was worried. I think it was medicine already prepared right there, so I think we're good. I was worried it was gonna be, let me kill you now so you can stop ruining my plan, or trying to ruin my plans. Hmm. Damn, it almost kind of felt like she turned it off there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it almost felt like she had like that look of sadness, right? But then just like flipped the switch as soon as she like fell asleep. Alright, what do we got going on now? Is this an actual meeting of what Toranaga plans to do, or... Well, he's still sick, so I imagine it's not an act, maybe? Uh... Is he trying to suss out the people that are loyal enough to die with him? Are the people that he's willing to include in his plan, maybe? I don't know. He signed it. I really need to learn his name. Yabushige's nephew. I just always call him Yabushige's nephew. Man, I feel like it'd be so hard to write like that, holding the end. But I guess whether you're left-handed or right-handed... Uh-oh. Damn. Huh. See, I almost feel like this is... Damn. I don't know. They're doing such a good job of, like, making me so wishy-washy. Because if he knew that he wants to fight, then why is he doing this here? Huh. Hmm. Uh-oh. Huh. I'm confused. Is this all a plan? I don't know what's happening. Can make Puntaro do it? He was already ready for it. Huh. Ooh. Damn. You will live to know what it means to be denied. Damn, he's making his son be a second. I kind of forgot that was his father. I feel like this is a sacrifice for a greater good, right? Oh, oh man. Jeez. He was awesome too. And I regret not remembering his name. I think I wrote it down in, like, episode 1. Hiramatsu. Damn. Yeah, I'll talk more about what happened there and my thoughts on it in the discussion, because I'm gonna ramble like a motherfucker on that. Oh, he saw that coming? Oh, shit. Yeah, I think Hiramatsu's sacrifice was for a purpose. Oh, shit. Damn. God damn. Okay, here it is. I'm glad we didn't end another episode without finding out, like, yes or no. Because even after what Hiramatsu said earlier, I was still iffy. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm ready. I mean, obviously it's ending shortly, but I am ready. She passed away. Is this her accepting the marriage? Or I don't know. Okay, this was them changing their mind. We didn't even have to see the change of mind. Like, it's just we're already seeing it in the process. That's how confident Toranaga is. Wow. Well, obviously it's just... Oh shit. Is it Mariko? So is she going to... That's essentially telling them that I know what you're doing. Oh shit, what does it say? Oh. At least he has time to get better before... Oh. He's walking on his own. He still coughed, but... Every time we've seen... Oh, he came here. We've seen him so many times, like, be holding on to someone to walk. Damn. Alright. The trickster, baby. Let's go. Damn. That is it, guys, for episode 8. Okay. So, we had... It was, they did a really good job these past couple episodes making me be really not sure what Toranaga was gonna do. Like, last episode we had the lady that runs the brothel kind of hint to us, be like, you have more in store, right? But the fact that no one else seemed to catch it except for her made me start to doubt it by the end of the episode, when we ended the episode and we had just him seeming like he's giving up. But it was all part of the ploy. I mean, I said I was going to talk more about what Hiramatsu did here in the discussion, but before the end of the episode, it was revealed to us that what he did was on purpose. It was for his lord, even though he visually made it seem like he was going against the lord, right? And because one of the most loyal to Toranaga seppuku'd himself in what's the word I'm trying to say? Kind of like to go against him. Toranaga knew that would push people who were on the edge, like Yabushige and stuff, over the edge. And he even knew that if, it feels like he even knew that when he goes to his men, like when John goes to his men, he's gonna realize he's not one of them anymore. He's gonna come back, he's gonna go to Yabushige. Like, I don't know how much of that he truly knew or whatnot, but I'll talk more about that in a few. But yeah, like, that's... Damn. And unfortunately, Hiramatsu had to sacrifice himself to push that over the edge, to push Yabushige into betraying the Lord. But it's not really betraying the Lord, since it's technically exactly what he wants. I really wonder what that letter says, because to me, they were trying to sneak away before Toranaga finds out. But with Mariko showing up there with a letter from Toranaga, that's Toranaga saying, I know you're doing this. And I feel like that letter is like, here's the plan, right? Because they needed everyone everywhere to just see it as this one big ruse and see that he's just giving up, so that way they're not expecting anything, I guess, or whatever comes next. But the son's death brought them 49 days to mourn before he has to come forward as well, which is a lot of days. But I guess that I'm sure he's still not happy about the loss of his son. I don't think Toranaga in any way could have orchestrated that, right? There's no way he would have been like, hey, send... Like, I don't think Toranaga sent him to do that. I think this was just kind of a little benefit to his cause of giving him extra time. And like I said, he's gonna make the most of it, but I think he would still rather have his son there. I don't know for sure. We'll see. Or maybe we won't see. But yeah, that's really interesting. I'm not even sure if the sickness was real. Like, at the end there, he stood up, like, he still coughed, we still heard a cough, but he still stood up and went for, like, just walked out to where he went, and it seemed like he was walking relatively fine, whereas before, every time we saw him, it was, like, weak. It's like he was trying to make himself look weaker as well as giving up, right? So it's like a double whammy there, which was really interesting. Sorry, guys. As I said in the beginning, I'm really congested now, so for some reason, the more I talk, the more, like, congested I get. It's really weird. But yeah, we had a lot with Mariko this episode, with the whole aspect of her husband wanting to make tea, asking if she'll die with him, her response being one that was basically... So basically, he believed that they were all gonna like surrender and die in Osaka anyway. So he decided, I just want to die here with my wife before any of that really happens. But she denied him of that, saying that, you know, she would rather... The person who is saying this whole time that she wants to die said she would rather live 1,000 lives than die that way with him. And that's why I worded it that way, because I do kind of believe that it is in that manner, right? Like, she doesn't want to be known to be going out with her husband, right? She wants the death that was granted to... Or not granted, but the death that was given to her family, that she was neglected. She wants that death, I feel like. So I don't know. There is a chance that during the speech and everything, where we had the tear from her, where Toranaga was talking to, I think, was talking to the priest at the time, and we had Mariko with a little tear coming down her face. I wonder if that was her realizing, like, this is it, we're gonna die, before she realized that it was a ruse. And I wonder if that was her realizing she wants to live. I don't know for sure, but it's just a theory. I wonder if it is planning on going that route. Like, maybe she's realizing that she wants to live, or maybe not. I really don't know. So... either that, or she just didn't want to die that way with her husband. Maybe the tear meant something else, and she still just wants to die the same way for the same reasoning and everything that the rest of her family did. We'll see. But either way, she is now on the ship with John and Yabushige, and we're gonna see what Toranaga has in store for her and in store for them. So, really, really, really interesting. I also like that later on he had to be a second to his father, Hiramatsu, which ended up being saying, like, you have to live, and now you will understand what being denied death feels like. So he is now gonna get a taste of what Mariko has been living with this whole time, if he honors his father's last wish and remains alive and remains loyal and everything. So it'll be I'm a little more intrigued, other than just like, love interest conflict stuff with Buntaro. I'm a little more interested in his story now that he's kind of suffering the same fate that his wife has had, and how he will deal with that. So, but that was compelling. Probably the most compelling thing for me this episode. Like, Rip Hiramatsu, like, props to his loyalty and everything. And he was a really cool guy. I really loved his, like, beginning bit when Yabushige tried to be, like, a little bit resistant. And he's like, does that mean you're going against the Lord? And, like, grabs a sword, and all of his men grab their swords and everything. That was a really great moment. But I think the most compelling thing for me this episode was John. Unfortunately, as much growth as we just saw in John, it's hilarious that Toranaga's like, yeah, he's predictable, he's gonna do this, and that. And it's like, I'm sitting here like, wow, I can't believe that happened with John, and Toranaga's like, exactly as I planned. And that's so funny. But he went and saw his men, something he's been requesting this entire time. And he sees his men, and yes, they were a bit angry with him and everything, but he realized how filthy, and, he came here calling the people here filthy, and now here we are 8 episodes in, and he's calling his own people filthy, right? Like, that was the thing in the beginning. He didn't want to bathe every day. He was like, I'm gonna get some, I can't remember what he said, but are you trying to give me some disease or something for bathing every day? But now he's, like, very kempt and clean and everything, and he sees his men and just says he's goddamn filthy. And that's like one hell of a line. And just like they kind of gave up on him, so it seems like he's kind of just giving up on them. And like when he went to Yabushiga, he was like, I don't know where I fit in, you know? Like I went to my people and I just don't see them as my people anymore. But I don't necessarily fit in here either. So what am I? Who am I? What am I gonna do? And so now he just comes back, and I mean, he still doesn't. Unfortunately, he doesn't believe in Toranaga enough to understand what Toranaga's going for. Maybe after reading the letter, he'll understand it or something a little more. But because I do like Toranaga and John together. It's just too bad that he like lost all of his faith in him. So I really hope this letter maybe turns it around. We'll see what, I don't know if we'll hear what it says or figure out what it says or whatnot, but I'm looking forward to that development. But yeah, that was just, I can't get over how amazing that moment was when John was just like, he's goddamn filthy. Like, that's such a turn for his character, just dismissing everything he's wanted up until now. I mean, he still wants the boat and he wants to like train his own crew, but yeah, man. I really like the moment where we have, I was really wondering because it looked like the same area because we went from the courtesans, right, talking about this location that she's always wanted, and then we jump to the priest who is happy about his place in Edo and everything. And then it like pans to just show them there too, and it's like, oh, it is the same place. So given them like the church is gonna be right next to the brothel, and it's like, oh man, I wonder what kind of like, is that like, does he realize that's a like fuck you? Is that what Toranaga intended? I wonder how the brothel will care. Like I don't know that they will. But I think the church certainly will. They're like, oh yes, we have a good spot. This is a great spot, and then it's like, oh, brothel right there. But yeah, so I'm curious if they're gonna go at it a little bit as like a little side story of the priest and the head lady there, because she seems pretty smart and capable, you know. So I wonder if she's gonna be fighting, like if they're gonna try to get her to be moved somewhere and she's gonna like fight back against it, or if there's anything. I mean, there's only 2 episodes left, and I feel like there's like bigger picture stuff to cover. But if more seasons go on, I feel like we could see something like that if we see, because it seems like Edo is still being built, right? Like the big building there we see still has like the scaffolding around it as if it's still being constructed and everything. And they were out in a big flat area, which I imagine is eventually going to be like all filled in with buildings and everything. So it's like, it's still a very much expanding place. But yeah, so it's really, it could be really interesting if this goes on for a long time and we get to see Edo be like more built up and actually see that church and all that stuff filled in. And they did talk about how their buildings go up quickly, so it might not take them too long to build up that whole section of the city or whatever it's considered at this point. But yeah, man, what a good episode. I am very congested. I want to go like blow my nose and stuff, so I feel like I maybe could have talked about some of these points more, but since I'm still getting over my cold and everything, maybe I'll talk more in the next episode as we further the development of John's character. But I just, definitely a highlight of this episode for me is the development of John's character, with, you know, starting from the beginning and then seeing him just look down at his men and be like, he's filthy, you know, like, oh, I know I said it like 4 times, but I just can't get over how good that is. Yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. You can get the last 2 episodes if you become a member of the Patreon show tier. Check that out if you're interested. You can also see whatever has replaced this show. By this point, if you're watching on YouTube, there should be quite a few episodes out of something of stuff that has replaced it, maybe even multiple shows. So check that out if you're interested in more content. Links are in the description, should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye bye.